Right, well, I have escaped Denver's gravitational field, and I'm well on my way on what is a significant day in my journey as a motorcyclist. My first long-distance, point-to-point trip. My first real, what I would consider a motorcycle trip. I've done 100-mile days in the past. I've done 200-mile days. I've done a 300-mile day. I've even done a 400-mile day just to see if I could, which evidently I could. But those were all out and back, practice runs. And this is Denver to Dumas, Texas. Gonna meet my high school buddy Mark, who's been riding for many years. And we're gonna, if he can get out, because he's stuck beneath some thunderstorms in Dallas right now. But anyway, we're hoping to meet up tonight in Dumas and then ride northern New Mexico, something we've both been wanting to do for quite a long time. And this is going to be new for me, different, and it's going to give me an opportunity to think and talk about why I chose the bike that I did, and hopefully offer some advice for those who are facing a similar marvelous but tortuous decision-making process. So I'm just going through Lyman, Colorado. It is Lyman, not Limon. I've just passed a restaurant that I would love to try, but they don't open till lunchtime. Alex Taverna, a Georgian restaurant of all things. This is what I mostly associate with Lyman is Mexican restaurants, but there's a Georgian restaurant in town. I would love to know what the story is there, but anyway, I'll hope to come back another time. This is Hugo. I have low expectations, and therefore my expectations are likely to be exceeded. It just seems safer that way. But is that a real cop or is that a fake cop car? Marshall? Why is a Marshall sitting there? I don't think there's anyone in that driver's seat. Oh yeah, there's Hugo Marshall. Okay, well, whatever. No ticket for me. Not today. We just entered the town of Wild Horse. So I'm going to keep the camera on just in case there's anything wild to see. There's a church, there's a post office. That sounds like the beginning of a nursery rhyme. That's kind of scenic in its way. Some abandoned houses. Maybe this town was too wild. Oh, okay, it's over. I have just left Campo, Colorado, pretty close to the Oklahoma line now. I had a superb burger at the Campo Cafe. Lots of grilled onions. It takes an effort. You know, I have no objection to raw onions on a burger, but the grilled onions, I appreciate that extra effort. I've had the camera off for about 100 miles now. The most interesting thing I've seen in that time was a steer, I guess, pumping another, I don't know if it was a cow, I don't know what it was. I don't know what its identity was. It was another bovine on the wrong side, like at its head. So I didn't know cows/steers did that. I wish I got it on camera, but you'll just have to believe me. And I'm trying to process this new knowledge. I don't really know how. but I think I'm probably going to have to write a children's book about it so that then people can have debates at library board hearings and have something interesting to talk about. You know, I have no objection if an adult wants to read about bovine fellatio, but not in the children's section. That's all we're saying. Not in the children's section. Oh, that's censorship. Children need to know the truth. So I think that's probably the most productive thing I can do with this new information. I can't unsee it. So I'm just going to have to process it some way. So 25 miles to the Oklahoma line, about 120 to Dumas. More flat, flat, flat. I've been by several creeks that are all just sand. I guess, I don't know, maybe in springtime they become creeks. But this is springtime. So, I don't know. So one of them is called Sandy Creek. And I kind of thought, pick a lane, you know. Are you sandy or are you a creek? And I guess it's both. I guess you can be both. Huh. Did he die? Did he die while I was having lunch? And they put up a sign already? Huh. What's this? What's this up ahead? Is that actually the stars and bars? You just don't see that too much anymore. Or at least I thought you didn't. It's the stars and bars and a Trump flag. Alright, here's Palo Duro Canyon. Yeah, it's a good canyon. It's a good canyon. I'm on board. I do like canyons, I must say. The Grand, of course, the Black Canyon of the Gunnison is pretty fantastic. And here I am, discovering a new canyon. New to me. It's been around for a while, I guess. We just entered Deaf Smith County. Deaf, D-E-A-F, Smith, S-M-I-T-H. Deaf Smith County. Sears? There's a Sears? Oh. There was a Sears. We've got 141 miles to our destination. I'm really getting tired. My cheeks hurt. I'm getting dehydrated. This is not easy. I'm not saying I can't do it, but I have to at least dismount for a little while and massage my cheeks back into place. At this point in the trip, I'm comfortable saying Pippa is perfectly capable of long-distance touring. If I wanted to be more comfortable, I would drive my Accord. I'm not certain I would be appreciably more comfortable on any motorcycle. Everyone's tushy hurts on a long ride. And I want to say, well done, Triumph, and well done, Pippa. Good girl. Poor little guy. Yeah, that's not good. That's not supposed to happen. I'm not a cattle rancher, but I know that. Oh shit. Oh, he jumped back over. Good boy, girl, whatever you are. Good thing, good animal. Caution winding road, more like yeehaw winding road. 35. Oh, come on, New Mexico. I will take this road in third gear. New Mexico, all is forgiven. You provided me with this awesome road, and if you want me to travel a little more slowly than technically necessary for the sake of prudence, I agree. Wow. Look to the left real quick, back to the road. The deer and the antelope from the song. There's some of them right now. Bye, babies. That must be Las Vegas before us. And this is where we will spend night 2. Undecided yet whether this will be a base for day 3 or we'll move on. But either way, I am really glad to be in New Mexico. Maybe we stick with brand name gas?
What?
Maybe we stick with brand name gas? Maybe we stick with brand name gas?
Okay.
Are you comfortable with this?
I didn't even see it. Is there another one up here?
I'm sure there is. Come on, let's go.
I'll follow you.
Alright, this morning we're heading out of Las Vegas, New Mexico, heading for 10,000 Waves and downtown Santa Fe en route. There's the Cowboy Cafe. That's where the guy in the hotel was going to send us last night, but they closed at 8 o'clock and we dilly-dallied. So, oh, that looks pretty. The historic El Fidel. Okay, maybe next time. We had pozole at the hotel, though. Someone on the staff makes soup every night for the guests, and it's pretty much what we would have had we gone out. And it was delightful. Wow, good for you guys, good for you. That cyclist gave me a wave. That was so nice. I kind of feel like cyclists and motorcyclists shun each other, but not in the land of enchantment, New Mexico. This is what Beeline calls the fun route between Las Vegas and Santa Fe. It's gorgeous. It runs parallel to the interstate. There's no advantage in terms of, or disadvantage in terms of alternate routing between this and the interstate. So at first I thought it was an odd choice, but we're going at a more relaxed pace. We're getting where we need to go. We're not forced to ride at 75 mph. So thank you, Beeline, for telling me about this road. And I've actually forgotten what it's called now, but I will look it up and put it at the Chiron. The Santa Fe Trail. I'd like to learn more. Travel for me is largely about cataloging things I'd like to learn more about and then neglecting to do so. New Mexico has a plan to address the MMIP crisis. MMIP. How pretty. Mesas, snow-capped peaks. Cafe Fina. Let's bear that in mind. Bobcat Bite. Let's keep that in mind too. Oh, there's just not enough time to eat in this town. And we're not even in town yet. My culinary goal for today is to bring Mark either to Pasquale's or to Jumbo Cafe. Both if humanly possible. Oh, we just entered the city of Santa Fe. We've been in the county until now. Well, I had my camera off on the ride from 10,000 Waves to the plaza, which I regret because as short as it is, that may be one of the best rides I've ever done. But anyway, we're now en route from Museum Hill, where we saw the International Museum of Folk Art, or the Museum of International Folk Art, I forget which, and heading back to Las Vegas. So we'll cover some of the same ground, and it's going to be very pretty. Yeah, look at this. Well, we're taking the interstate back, so I think I'll sign off for today. It was a lovely, quick visit to Santa Fe, one of the most special places in the world, and everyone should go there, just not when I'm there. Mark Rosenfeld, welcome to Pippa Does America. We're coming to you today from the Hillcrest restaurant in Las Vegas, Nevada, our second choice for dinner because our first choice was closed and Google lied about it, but it looks awesome. So Mark, you've been on a Honda, the quintessential Japanese brand, and a Harley, the quintessential American brand. Compare and contrast based on your lifetime of riding in about 45 seconds.
Oh, 45 seconds? Well, first of all, the Honda was a 1982 CB650 SC Nighthawk, and at the time I would say it was the pinnacle of technology. Virtually maintenance-free, nothing to do except change the oil, filter, spark plugs, that's about it. Very powerful, handled well, it was a great bike. The Harley's an 06 Road King, and right now it's making a very disconcerting noise that I think is coming from either the clutch or the primary drive, which is disconcerting because I'm hundreds of miles from home and it's late on a Saturday. But prior to that, I mean, it's a Harley, so it's, the best-selling touring bike in America.
For a newbie, what would you recommend?
Ooh, for a newbie, I would probably recommend a Japanese bike in the 650-ish range, 600, 650, something like that. I'm not really all that familiar with the current slate, but I do like Honda.
Best adventures so far?
Best adventures?
On a bike?
Well, I guess the best adventure was I went coast to coast and back when I was, 22? So it was kind of a little bit of everything.
Was that the Honda?
Yes.
It held up? You held up?
I was younger, but yeah, it held up. Ran great.
All right. Mark Rosenfeld, thanks for joining us on Pippa Does America. Ride safe. We're leaving Las Vegas, heading to Taos Pueblo, and from there back into Texas. And I think I'll just leave the camera on for this ride because I'm expecting some of the best scenery of the trip. Dining, cocktails, and curios. That's an unbeatable combination. And so there you have it. Las Vegas to Taos Pueblo. Easily one of the best rides I've ever done. I think we're officially out of the hills and into the plains. The temperature has risen dramatically in about the last 2 minutes. And next stop, Texas. I'd give the first bit of the ride, which I'll be repeating tomorrow, 1 pip. But these last 3 hours in and around Taos, and of course yesterday's ride in and around Santa Fe, 5 pips. That just shows you how diverse our landscape is. So until next time, thanks for joining us at Pippa Does America, and pip pip.